It's a great day for a drive in the country, so why don't we get out and look for a back road and see what we can find? A country back road. We've got another country back road for you. We're starting again, as we did once before, at Redmond. And we're going to wind up at a rather special little place, so hang around till the end. It's going to be worth it. The railway line these days is only used for by CBH, basically. Railways were shut down a number of years ago. In the 70s, I believe it was. Now the Redmond store here, as it was, still got a post box there, but I don't know that I don't think it's operating as a store any longer. So the old Redmond store is no longer being operated as a store. It's now just a private residence. And as we head out along the Redmond Hay River Road, we pass the fire shed, and there's also some residences over there on the left. The main residential area is over on the other side of the store area. We're going to keep an eye open for wildflowers. And I think I just saw some. Start with, this is cattle country out here. Cattle grazing country. Start with. Yeah, Margaret said she's collected a few kangaroos out along this way at night time. Nothing like an old set of cattle yards. There's a yard full of cattle, and the truck's just arrived to come and pick them up. I used to do this. Working at West Farmers, we used to do sheep, cattle. It's a bonus when those sorts of things happen. Meanwhile, on the other side of the road as we go past, something that you have to be wary of out in the bush. Be aware of biosecurity, not dragging weeds and all noxious stuff onto the property. Beautiful paddocks and things on either side. You've got this belt of trees along the road, and because you can't see the paddocks. Sister used to live in that house just there. That's actually a shed, but the house is just alongside of it. A number of years ago on Vern Road. Just beautiful open country and trees around it. How can it be open country and have trees around? This little shack coming up on the left hand side down here, the sister when their house was being built, they lived in this for a while. And then my nephew, he lived in it for a while. The old milking shed. Seen better days. And then the creek. New Year's Day and the annual cricket match used to be played in there. And this was at the time called Blue Gum. That was my sister's and brother-in-law's residence. Just up here on the left-hand side of the road was the flats, and the routine cricket match used to be played in on their property. But meanwhile, on the other side of the road, remains of a harvested plantation. So we travel on. Some of you didn't know, but they cut the plantations down and then they regenerate. Don't have to replant them. They get 2 harvests out of them apparently. And the cows are just sitting there looking at us saying, who are you? What are you doing in my territory? And it's quite the little village up there by the looks of things. And that's the other house on the property. There's a number of these old abandoned sheds and shacks and things along these country roads. And that tree, it's probably just blowing over in the wind at some stage. Been some pretty high winds around the place the last week or so. So now we enter the Redmond State Forest. Well, that's the state forest on the left-hand side or south side of us. It's amazing the number of buildings you find on these properties. That looks like a factory unit of some sort, but maybe not. It's just stuff dumped everywhere, isn't there? You notice that?
Yeah.
I wish they'd grade the rest of the road down to the bottom of the holes so it's all the same level. Oh, I filled up bloody holes in one or the other. And I don't know what it is with farmers, but all along the way you find stuff just sitting in the middle or along the edges of paddocks. Saw a place yesterday, it's called Lakeview. I thought, oh, where's the lake? A bit further on I said, oh yeah, there's a bit of water there. Jumped onto Google Earth, had a look at it from up there. It's quite a sizable bloody lake. I think it's marked on the maps as a swamp, but the right is Blue Gum Creek Reserve. And we've just left the state forest on the left. It's Davey Road off, and we continue down the Redmond Hay River Road. Sweeping the road. Sweeping the road. The pass, we'll come back to that. This is a no-through road up here. Now, something I don't understand. It's a no-through road, and we get this bridge here. So what have they done to deserve to get a bridge of that structure? So just over there is private property. To my way of thinking, this is a pretty fancy bridge to have on the end of a private road. And some flowers. Oh, there's a flower taking photographs. So we've got the right book to tell us what we're looking at and photographing. So that was a little surprise. I first came down here a number of years ago and saw the bridge here, and I thought, what on earth is that doing there? It just seems so out of place. Yeah, a bit of a pool in there. Some of these old trees are just amazing. Old paper barks. And a bit of a look at the countryside as we, on the southern side, as we come up over the top of the hill. So this is the first bridge on the road. This is the main bridge. And we're going to go left here along the pass. And that is Blue Gum Creek in there. So we've stopped to take some photos of the purple and yellow flowers. Yes, the flowers are starting to come out. So what are those purpley pinky things called?
Isopogon formosa. I think. Don't take my word for it, but I'll check the book. Isopogons.
Isopogon
formosa. I think so, but I don't take my word.
They've been clearing back off the edge of the road a bit along here.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to put a 4-lane highway in here.
Okay.
Maybe they're going to put a 4-lane highway in here or something. But maybe they're not. The deck residence with a swimming pool in front. Nice. I can understand why they're having these trees put on their properties. I mean, it's a guaranteed income for them. Especially at this time when the government seem to be hell bent on pushing the rural sector, the farmers and that sort of thing into the ground. Because other farmers don't have enough hassles dealing with the elements, or gambling with the elements, as to whether they run sheep or whether they run cattle, and then how the markets run. And then we get a government steps in and says, well, if you want to sell this stuff, you can't send it overseas. Crazy. I suppose the argument can be made that there's always been trees here anyway, but the thing is, of course, they were natives, weren't they? They're not this stuff that are not native to the area. Sorry?
Oh, endemic too.
Yeah, that is, yeah. We're coming up to a three-way junction. Healy Road off to the north. We've got Chalker Up Road, sort of keeps going straight. And then there's another one to the south, which is just off the GPS at the moment. So you're going to take the Healy Road north up towards Spencer Road, behind Narracombe. Just beautiful. Coos. Okay, Healy to the left. Chalker up to the right. And then we're on the pass road. There's a fair size shed in there too. Office. Interesting. It's Mount Barker over in the background. Roundups in the background over there. So we're now coming up to the Spencer Road. Spencer Road runs between Narracombe and the Den Barker Road. And it's quite a pleasant drive on its own. But here's the Den Barker Road. Or the Spencer Road at least. Now we're going to go to the left. If we go right, we wind up back at Narracombe. But we're going to take this one. We've got a little road to take up towards Mount Barker. Hey, River Road. Now that's interesting because we started off on the Redmond to Hay River Road, which ran out of path, and this is the Hay River Road. Interesting stuff. No through road up there. Machinery in the paddock. That's old. Been a while since that's seen some action. Curiosity has got the better of me. This road off to the right, left is called Wuna Heights. Well, it says it's to Wuna Heights. What is Wuna Heights? Why is it the Heights? I wonder about farms that are called Downs, you know, Alice Downs and Texas Downs and all those sorts of places. Why are they called Downs? Well, okay, so why is this place called Heights? Let's go and have a look, so we can see. Some vehicles over there, something's happening down there. What are they, wrecks? Yeah, what are they growing in there? What have they been growing in there? Is that old wine stuff?
Yeah, grapes.
Still a going concern, or is it all... Does it look?
Doesn't look like it.
Up on top of the hill up there is the property. Maybe that's why it's called the Heights, because it's up on the hill. Okay, so I think it's called, that one's something Springs. So we'll point a camera up there on the way back out again. Down the bottom there. Oh yeah. So we're at the end of the road. Cattle yards. There's a house down the bottom there. And this is why it's called the Heights, because that's where we are. The countryside's just gorgeous up here. Surveillance cameras in use. Wow, we're surveilling the surveillance cameras. And it's electric fence. Yeah. Oh, that was worth being curious. That place is on top of the hill. Sometimes pays to be snoopy. Certainly a different look to the trees. And there's a bank of trees, but they're not a plantation. So this looks as though it has been a vineyard, whether it is or still or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like everything's died. One which so we're back on the Hay River Road again, and there's our harvester sitting in the paddock. Ever sit and look at a map and wonder what a dot is, what it looks like? And that road, okay, it goes there, but it's just a line on a piece of paper. But if you follow that line on a piece of paper, it's amazing sometimes what you find. That's a bit deeper than you would have thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because you see a puddle on the road, you don't belt through it 100 miles an hour, that's for sure. There in the background are the Pirongarups. I think that's probably needing some sort of renovation. And that one's not a lot better. Now we got a road off to the left up here. Which is the one that we need to take. And this is St. Werburgh's Road. Now there is the ford just down here, and this is the Hay River. The original bridge was built by convicts in 1858. Not far now, and we're at the end of our trail for the day. So that's the Hay River. This is the bridge that was built in 1858. Now we got a little surprise for you just up around the corner. Or maybe 2 corners. Could be 3 corners.
After the gate.
Yeah, the
Backyard.
it's not padlocked, is it?
I'll
Okay.
have a look.
We'll soon find out. Okay, well, we've run into a problem here, and the fact that some Bluebergs is currently temporarily closed. So we might have to go into the archives and see what we can find, and then we'll show you that. Okay. Brought down to earth with a crashing thud. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 600 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.